We're continuing to make some progress on our lovely little metal box, which is now, I'm going to call it the ceramic box. Looks really, really good. As you can see, we have started to distress the painted areas where we applied the wax. And of course, around the edges, you can see that result looks really, really ceramic-like in its appearance, and I think that looks really fantastic. This is the look that I was striving to achieve, and fortunately for us beginners, it works out. I've cut some small pieces of sandpaper, and they are like so in just tiny little squares, and I keep it really, really simple when I'm doing a distressing process, just a little light pressure, and it just comes right off. I mean, the wax is even actually on the sandpaper here. That's how easy it is to come off. I mean, it's just very delicate. So let's just take a look at this corner, seeing that the majority of it has been done. And I actually preserved this so that you guys would be able to see it. So now we're just rubbing here with our sandpaper. I prefer to rub in a circular motion, so that way you're not creating any additional lines or anything like that. But as you can see, it rubs off really, really easy, and you're able to see that come to life right before your eyes. Nice, soft, distressing process here. Isn't that pretty? See a hint of the blue just coming up through the area here, through the paint, I'm sorry, not area. Okay, there we go. And then we'll continue on with our distressing. Onward. Someone once asked why I don't get my nails done, and I'm here to say because I paint. And the thing is, if I'm going to be doing this kind of work, which is a hobby now, I think I would be really making the nail salons pretty rich, because every single week I'm going to try to do at least 1 or 2 small projects like this. Isn't that pretty? Very, very easy to do. You see a hint of that blue there, as well as our brown, shall I say, rustic oak. Did the same thing on the top here, the little bit of wax. It was just really easy to come off, and that circular motion just gives it a little bit more dimension. You're going to get the same thing if you try to go just side to side, but the difference is if you've been painting and you've kind of crossed over your strokes with your painting, then you're going to start kind of pushing everything in the opposite direction, which is not a bad idea, but the thing is you're not going to get as much depth as you want. So go do a little circle every now and then just go around and around and around and kind of lift that paint right off of there. The other area that I wanted you to see was I actually went ahead and did a part of the sides, and as you can see, a little distressing on this corner, sorry about that. That looks wonderful. I filled in the back because that's going to be against a wall and you really aren't going to be able to see it, but clearly you can see all of that color coming through. Looks really, really rustic. I love it. Absolutely love it. And cleaning it up, that wax is just a miracle what a little candle can do. Now we'll just go to the front so you can actually see another part of the process that hasn't been done. See how heavy it is right now, and now we're going to distress it away. Going in a little circular motion. Hope you can see that. Lifting that paint right off of there. Love that we applied very heavy paint to the corners. Very, very heavy. Okay, let's get another little piece of sandpaper here. There we are. And just sand away. I keep it really small. There you go. And it just comes right off. Very easy. No additional pressure. You know, you're not pushing your hand into the floor, shall I say, trying to get this done. You just lightly just sanding. And it's moving that paint right away. I love it. Just kind of reminds me, I don't know why, it just reminds me, well, I know why. It reminds me a little bit of Olive Garden, Italian restaurants. They have this kind of rustic things around, you know, whether it's in paintings or even in the decor on the wall. And I've always been curious about how did they do that. And now, you know, having done some research and done a few practice exercises, I see how it's done, and it's very easy to do. Just apply that candle wax, and you are well on your way. Sorry about that. Hitting the camera here. And here. Clean that up. Oh, look at it. It's just so easy, guys. So easy. It just comes right off. Now, of course, you know, this is like a little border around here, and I did want to go back and do a tiny little stencil that kind of fades into this. And normally you would have put your stencil on first, but I just, you know, wanted to do it a little bit backwards because I wanted to know how dark do I want to make this little area, this little trim. How dark do I want to do it? So that's why I kind of reversed the order. And I can always just kind of blend everything in so that I'll get the depth that I want when we actually put that stencil down. And we're just stressing. So why stress out on life, huh? When you can de-stress by de-stressing. Love it. Very easy. Very, very easy to do. Just another great project using wax. Love it. And not everybody likes this kind of stuff, but I do. I love shabby chic. I love the crafting aspect of this. Love it. Just sanding away. I get excited when I have to do a project. And I'm like, oh, I got something to do today. I got to have it done. I want to show my family on YouTube. They're waiting. So excited to show this piece. Very, very easy. I mean, I am not applying any pressure at all. And now my blues and browns are coming out. You know, very rustic look. So even one piece like this in a room is ideal. So you don't have to have 9 pieces like this or worry that this is going to transition your room into some sort of style that you really don't want. Just put 1 or 2 pieces, very small, maybe some candlesticks, and I do have some coming up. And then, of course, just this little box sitting around just kind of gives it a little warmth, okay? That. Voila. Very, very relaxed. Warmed it up a little bit. You can still see our tag cell linen, which is exactly what it's called. Looks like it's a little bit of brickwork going on there, and just really a good look to this piece. So please stay tuned, and let's get ready to apply this stencil. Okay?